Hey guys, welcome to your first virtual learning lesson. I know this is kind of weird. This is something different. You're seeing me through a computer screen or a phone screen, but things are happening now that are causing us to make some changes, and we still want to make sure that you're able to learn, so I'm making this video for you. Today's lesson, we're going to be talking about parts of a book, how to identify them, and what information we can find on them. We are very familiar with the two books that we will be using today. And we're also, lucky for you, very familiar with how to identify some of the parts of the book. So we know that this is the front of the book. We know that this is the good job. That's the back of the book. And we also know that this is the great job. The spine holds all the pages together. When we're reading a book and we want to think about the parts of a book has different parts. Each part tells you something about the book. Before you read or listen to a story, ask, what information is on the front cover? What information is on the title page? What information is on the back cover? You can find out about a book by asking and answering these questions. And you'll also see a link to this in your assignment. So we'll start with this book, and we'll start with the front of this book. The front of the book gives us information on the title, the author, and the illustrator. The title is the name of the book. Ooh, you're familiar with this book. Do you know the name of this book? This book is called What's It Like to Be a Fish? And look at that ending punctuation mark. We're asking a question. This is a question mark at the end. The title of this book is What's It Like to Be a Fish? We can also find the author's name on the front of this book. Do you remember what an author does? What does an author do? That's right. An author writes the words in the book. The author of this book is Wendy Peffer. I know it's Wendy Peffer because her name is by itself. And usually, if it doesn't say by, then usually the author's name is written all along by itself. Next, we look for the illustrator. Do you remember what an illustrator does? That's right. An illustrator draws the pictures. Here we see it is illustrated by Holly Keller. So Holly Keller drew the pictures in this book, What's It Like to Be a Fish, that goes along with the words that Wendy Peffer wrote. We can find all that information on the front of the book. When we open the book, we find the title page. The title page is usually the first page in the book. The title page will also have the same information as the front of the book. The title page has the title or the name of the book. It also has the author's name. And here on the title page, we can see the word by, which lets me know that this person wrote the book. And it also has the name of the illustrator, the person who drew the book. This is the same information that is on the front of the book. Another piece of information that the title page has that the front of the book doesn't is the name of the company who made these books. The name of the company who made this book is Harper. And last, the back of the book. The back of some books are very different. Usually we can find a short summary, or like on this book, we can find other recommendations that we might like based off of what this book is about. So now we know what the front of the book is, the back of the book, the spine, and we can now identify the title page. Let's see if we can try with this book. Do you remember the name of this book? Yes, the name of this book is Red-Eyed Tree Frog. Let's see. Remember, this is the front of the book, back of the book, spine, and we've just learned about a title page. On the front of this book, you will see the title, Red-Eyed Tree Frog. We know the author is Joy Cowley. On this book, it says by. By means that person wrote the words. The person who writes the words is the author. Joy Cowley is the author of this book. And then we see photographs by Nick Bishop. This is different. We're used to seeing pictures drawn by someone in a book. These pictures are photographs. A photograph is a picture taken with a camera. Nick Bishop took the pictures of this book with a camera. On the title page, the first page of the book, there's the same information. The title, Red-Eyed Tree Frog. The author, Joy Cowley. The illustrator, Nick Bishop. And also, the company that made these books is called Scholastic. We can also find that on the front of this book. On the back of this book, there is a summary of what this book is going to be about, as well as other recommendations. Let's see what this book is about. Look at nature with a whole new set of eyes. Join the adventure as one plucky red-eyed tree frog searches for something to eat and avoids the many dangers of a tropical rainforest. Award-winning photographer Nick Bishop's bold and spectacular close-up images and Joy Cowley's engaging, readable text bring into vibrant focus the wonder of Earth's creatures, large and small. So the back of the book gave me information, telling me that this book will be about a red-eyed tree frog on a hunt to look for food, and he might encounter danger. I hope you enjoyed that lesson, boys and girls, and that you were able to understand more about what information you can find when you are reading a book, what information you can find on the front of the book, the back of the book, and the new title page. Those are our parts of a book. I encourage you all this week as you read with your family and friends at home. Find your favorite book. Look for the front of the book. Look for the back of the book. Identify the title page and even practice those things we've gone over in class. Point out what the author does, who is the author, and also point out who the illustrator is and what they do. I look forward to seeing some video responses, some picture responses, some drawings in the Google Classroom about parts of a book for this week.